All right, guys, what is going on now? I want to just say this whole upgrade, update, modifications, everything has been the biggest nightmare I've ever had for doing an update to this truck. And since day one of the install, like I said, there was a boo-boo that happened. Since day one of driving it home, things have not gone well. And I'm going to tell you exactly what happened that I didn't want to do this video on, because I didn't want it to make it look bad on anybody, and it was nobody's fault at all, and you're going to understand why. All right, took the truck to Steve the day of the install. Install went great. He did everything, started up great. Steve is doing this shit all the time. He knows how to torque everything down, so everything went great. The install started up, tuning was great, everything. Now, on the way home, after, the startup tune, I started hearing like a tapping or a flapping sound coming from the truck. And I called Steve on the way home and I told him about it. And he was like, oh, it might just be, something hitting the wind, or something might not be fully tightened down with the grill, because we were in a rush. It got really late. But then as I was like, oh, okay. So I hung up on him. I was like, thanks. And then as I noticed, as I hit the gas, it started getting louder. And then I knew something was wrong. I called him back. I told him exactly what was going on. Sorry, guys. As you can see right now, I keep looking down because I'm actually restoring the tune back to the original state too. So I got to keep an eye on that. So I called Steve. I told him what happened. And this sound started happening after the first wide open throttle pull. And then all of a sudden I heard a loud pop after the tapping, and the truck was shaking horrendously. I pulled over to the side of the road. Steve's like, where you at? He drove all the way. He was like almost at his house, came up, took a look at it. We got off the next exit, took it under some light. He took a look at it, and we found that we broke a rocker shaft. It was the passenger side exhaust rocker shaft back bolt. It literally tore the threads out of the head. And I'm going to show you a picture of what it looked like when it did it again. So after that, I had to wait a week. Actually, I called Jason DeRay up, told him what was going on, because he, he wanted to know how the install was going. I told him. He's like, everyone's like, how does it even happen? How do you tear the threads out of the head? No one even can understand how it happened. I understand how the rocker shaft broke, because the bolt was off and it shattered the rocker shaft. Thank God Jason had a rocker shaft. I was like, he's like, I got one, that exact number in stock. So I bought off him. I, send the money. He sent me a brand new rocker shaft. So I want to thank him for that. And then Steve came by that Sunday. That is why there was no, that's why there's haven't been many videos on this, the truck. Steve came by that Sunday, installed a helicoil kit, which is rated for 10,000 PSI, installed that for the where that was. That was great. That went really easy. Took him about an hour to do that. Drove it around a little bit, did a couple hits. It held off great. And then I started hearing the sound again. Not as bad as it was, very faint. And this is after Steve left also. I told him what was going on. He said, you got to be kidding me. I was like, nah, it's happening. And I told him it's happening on the other side now. Now, it doesn't sound as bad, but it is happening. So he's like, we're going to get you fixed, Nick. Do not worry. And stuff like that. I was like, I appreciate it. So he came by on Tuesday and took a look at the I didn't even start it up and tell him. He took it off, took the the valve cover off, took to get to the head and stuff like that. And he said the bolt was loose. He unscrewed the bolt, the entire thread popped out again. Yes. I don't know if this ever happened to anybody, but I literally tore the thread out of the friggin' heads of the Hemis. Yeah, and I'm going to put a picture up to show you exactly what the thread looks like that came off the bolt. So Steve started doing a, he fixed that up. That all went good. And so as of right now, the mechanical part is fixed. And now we have tuning issues, big time. Now, the first day, like I said, when it broke and the rocker shaft broke, I had to get towed home. Steve put the truck in neutral for the tow truck driver. And he put it in the driveway and stuff like that till the next day. So they gave me an updated tune to put in, because my air fuel was really rich. Or was it lean? Oh my God, I think it was rich. I forget. Really rich. And I wanted to put that in before we started it back up, not realizing it was in neutral. And that's when all these issues started happening. because I tried to tune it. I didn't get a chance to actually try to tune it. It would just started flashing the dash when I hit the tune button, and now I have nothing but tuning issues. Can't log, can't tune. And I did get the tune on, you know, he put it, we did it, we got the tune on, and then we tried the data log. It wasn't logging, it was doing all that flashing and stuff like that. It's been a nightmare. But I did get the truck. The trucks were still running, no big deal. It was a pain in the ass to log. Got him a log finally, a clean log. Just sends me a new tune last night. And the tune will not go on. It was doing this. All right, guys, I'm going to show you right here. As you can see, that is where the rockers, see if we can get it better. Right there is where the rocker shaft broke. This is what a rocker shaft is. Sits on top of your heads, on top of these springs, and the lifters and all that good old shit. But yeah, that's the rocker shaft. That's what broke. Just want to show you what that is, what that looks like. This is the package my new one came in. That's the broken one. We got the new one in. There now, I'm tuning it, hopefully. And I might have to charge the battery up because we will see, because this takes a long time. We're in the process. As you can see, original backup, 75%. Keep an eye on the battery. If it gets any lower, I'll have to charge it and put it on there. So guys, all right. That's all I got for you. Now, I've been going through that friggin' trying everything to get the tune on. Would not work. Truck's still fine. So I unplugged the battery overnight. I had to go to bed. I had to get up early for work. Unplugged the battery. And yeah, sorry if I'm like talking. I'm just really pissed off right now that I'm having this many issues. So I unplugged the battery overnight, put it back in. So early this morning, like 4:30 in the morning, I was like, let me try one more thing. I deleted all the check engines because it popped off like 10 check engine light codes. Deleted them. Tried the tuning thing, tried the tune again, and it actually started to work. It actually started showing percentage. Got to about 10%. All the lights started flickering again. And then the tuning failed, and that's when it went in the recovery mode. And now that's where we're at now. I've been trying to get it out. Will not go out. So I got to restore the factory tune. And then, I guess, go all the way from there. So I'm a little pissed off. As you guys can see, I am not a happy camper. And all I want to do is log the J and tune the J so I can get racing this weekend. And I'm really on the verge of hopefully that can happen still. So that's just an update of what is going on. I did not want to make this video because, you know, I don't want anyone to say, you know, install it and go bad, tuning's bad. Nothing is bad. It's just shit happens and, you know, nothing you can do about it but fix it. I just feel like this whole upgrade process since the original, so I'm looking at it's almost done. Some part of it's almost done. Upgrade process since the cam install, you know, just it's been an absolute pain in the neck. But all right, guys, yeah, that's it for today's video. It's just a quick short clip, and I will get back to you. You will know when this truck is up and running. I'm hoping by tomorrow, maybe possibly by tonight, and I will have a video up on that to show you how bad this bitch is ripping. Because when we did get a couple new tunes in, it was kicking ass and running hard. So I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.